Hallo meine Freunde, willkommen zurück zu The Other Worlds Part 2 Story. Erklärt sich irgendwie, ist irgendwie unnötig zu sagen, da es sowieso nur Story gibt. Hey, da steht wer.
I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
Ja, dem
Accidentally, brutally shot themselves, huh? Unbelievable. Second time this month. Better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
Ich könnte die Ausrüstung gebrauchen, was hast du schaden und sagen, gute Idee, kannst du jetzt auf dieses Schiff kümmern.
No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see? You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice.
Hey, wie du es vor?
Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
Okay, bin ich weg. Könnte ich den jetzt niederschießen? Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, aber ich lasse das jetzt mal. So. Wir müssen jetzt darüber. Bei unserem Raumschiff ist ja was kaputt. Eine Energie, irgendwas, Umwandler oder was war das? Ich weiß nicht mehr. Es stört mich ja nicht, wenn Rollenspiele irgendwie eher realistisch sind, aber da komme ich nochmal rauf. Ja, geht. Wow! Wo kommst du Trottel her? Ist der jetzt neben mir gestanden die ganze Zeit, oder können sich die auch im Gras verstecken? Bewohner, eine Hand von dem anderen Typen da. Ja. Komm schon. Komm schon. Schaut nach einer Stadt aus. Aber jetzt will ich da mal nicht alle niederschießen. Geht das auch ohne? Ich mein,
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Konzernsoldat.
Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
Was heißt es?
It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by them. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Soll ich den anlügen? Nee.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Alle Teil, mit dem kann ich über den Energieregulator sprechen, das wäre mal gut.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Kommt auf die Arbeit an, wie das mit Job hat.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Treiben wir's
Four
ein.
workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Wieso ist der Sonderfall?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Nö, das reicht. So, jetzt schauen wir mal kurz. Tagebuch. Machen wir mal das Energieregulator weiter mal kurz. Können wir, wenn wir den haben, ja noch was anderes machen. So. So, schön das Ganze da. Edgewater. Employment Company. Community. Sorry. Na dann. Tür auf, ich komm. Gut. Keine Tür auf Animation. Das geht einfach so auf. Cannery. Konzernwache. Bewohner. Gehen wir mal da hin, wo wir hin sollen. Schön gemacht. Schön eingerichtet, schön gemacht. Gut gemacht. Obsidian. Fallout-Macher. Plus die, wie heißt denn ja noch? Entwicklerfirma heißt noch Terminal. Ja, was, wenn ich es benutze, was bringt mir das? Benutzt haben, wenn ich soll. Hey.
Grease monkey, Argo. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Mr. Reed.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Sollen wir jetzt umziehen für dich, oder was?
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Was heißt
I was
größtenteils?
not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Puh.
do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Ja, schauen wir mal.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Ja, nehme ich mit.
I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
No problemo. Begleiter, du hast einen Begleiter gefunden. Das sind Charaktere, die dir auf deinen Abenteuern beistehen und auf vielen Arten helfen können. Begleiter geben Fortschritt zu Gefecht, ihre Fähigkeiten verbessern deine Fähigkeiten, sie erhöhen deine Tragekapazitäten, mit der Fertigkeit Inspirations kannst du spezielle Begleiter, Kampffähigkeiten freischalten, erfahren mehr über die Begleiter im Register Begleiter. Was damit? Ja, tut sie. Schauen wir mal zu dem Botaniklabor.
Hey, can we talk?
Na.
Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Dachte ich mir schon, Rudolf mich gerade ein bisschen als ehrlicher Mensch.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Gut, dass wir zusammengearbeitet, hast du mit ihm befreundet, kennst du, ne? Wie gesprochen.
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Könnte wohl nicht schaden, schauen wir vorbei.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Und...
Sorry, can't do that.
Ah, das sind die Fähigkeiten von der Tussi. Und links unten da im Bild. Okay, hat das jetzt ersetzt? Vollenergie. Gehen wir Batteriekraftwerk um. Sprich mit dem Typen da. Kann man das? Das ist optional. Gibt es auch einen optionalen? Ja, gibt's. Gehen wir mal zu diesem Wickermarkt. Sie haben ein Möbelgeschäft.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Die schnellste Weg aus der Stadt.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Ja, das.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Ja. Ja, ansehnliche Summe.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal.
Sehr
A faded
langatmig
blue
das
cover
Ganze.
with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Ja, auf den Buch schauen.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Danke. Werden wir machen. Jetzt gehen wir mal da raus. Schauen wir kurz in unsere Tage. So. Na, dann werden wir das jetzt mal so machen. Wir bringen jetzt die nach. Botaniklabor! Sollen wir schön noch was nachschauen. Anzeigesprache ist Deutsch. Das ist toll. Ich hasse es, wenn die Sprachausgabe nicht Deutsch ist. Man versteht zwar die Hälfte, mit dem Lesen runter geht's auch, aber es ist halt trotzdem einfach zart, das alles mitzulesen. Das hat Borderlands besser gemacht. Dafür, dass Obsidian kein kleines Unternehmen ist, hätte ich mir schon das Synchro in Deutsch gewünscht. Aber gut. Soll so auch gehen. Hä? mal da rein, das jetzt wieder daher zeigt. Ja, dann muss ich da vielleicht wo rundum rein. Mal ein paar Meter weg, ja. Dann muss ich anscheinend dahin. Das schaut schon besser. Oh, Lava. Der Typ hat irgendwas gemeint, der Weg ist nicht so sicher, wie er scheint. Und warum muss ich denn dahinter? Wieso hätte ich nicht da wo rausgehen können? Wenn ich den jetzt nicht über den Haufen schieße, dann... Verpiss dich. Wenn ich nicht über den Haufen schießt, tut man nichts. Okay. Jetzt habe ich das so Knacken von dem Schloss. Was mir vorher gefehlt hat ganz am Anfang, aber gut, da werde ich jetzt nicht mehr recht weit, da renne ich jetzt nicht mehr hin. Ich renne mal den direkten Weg, da ich jetzt irgendwie schwer sagen kann, wo ich überhaupt hingehen sollte. Double Jump, wo bist du? Alter! Das ist nicht laut und Nahkampf. Ja, ist jetzt auch nicht so praktisch. Na toll. Heilt sich die jetzt oder was macht sie? Was sind die Fähigkeiten da unten? Was kannten die?
Be right there.
Okay. Das nächste Mal vielleicht ein Stückchen weiter weggehen, wenn ich sowas mache. So, komm her. Tu sie. Wegbegleiterin. Freund und Helfer. Das hat er gemeint mit nicht so sicher, wie es scheint. Ist auch fast wieder kalt. Sehr gut.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Okay.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Ja,
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
Danke. Ja, ich lasse dich mal zufrieden. Ich glaube aber, ich könnte jetzt alle über den Haufen schießen eigentlich, aber wenn es mich gerade zahlt. Wahrscheinlich nicht so brauchbar, aber... Ja, hallo!
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside.
So.
If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch your poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Toll!
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed bittet mich nicht noch einmal zurückzugehen.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Ja, ich überleg's mal.
You will listen to your conscience.
Wirklich schöne Bäume darin. Und jetzt? Fertigkeitspunkte. Haben wir da auch mal welche rein. Die Phantom haben noch nicht recht viele Fähigkeiten. Ja. Annehmen! Mein Tagebuch. So, jetzt muss ich Strom umleiten. Was wäre dann da hinten? Ah, da gefällt's mir gerade. Da ist hübsch.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Häsel. Ein komisches Häsel. Okay. Gut. Würde ich mal sagen, wir bleiben hier, dass der Part nicht wieder überlang wird. Und haben wir mal, was haben wir denn da? 100, eine leichte Pistole, das war eh Schrott. 73, das schaut cool aus. Prügelknabe. Einhand-Nahkampf. Besser. Das schaut gut aus. Rüstungsmäßig, schauen wir wie aus. Hä? 4, 9, 4, 9. So, dann vergleichen wir den. Den würde ich anders auch gehen, aber gut. So. Schaut echt toll aus. Bin richtig hübsch jetzt gerade. Gut. Dann beenden wir das hier. Gut, also. Cool. Gut, wir sehen uns im nächsten Part, dass es nicht Überlänge kriegt. Und bis dann, schaltet wieder rein, dann geht's weiter mit der Story hier. Ein paar Missionen. Bis zum nächsten Mal und ciao!